Okay, cool. Right, so we're up to date. We've got a fake clue. Right, first of all, we get in the car. Let's go and use the phone. Yeah, that was a pain. First time I got away, second time I got spotted, so I had to back out, and then it took me right before the interview.
Message for KGB.
So it was a long way to get back.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to the Hollywood station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's last arresting officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood 9th Beat Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Thank you.
Alright. Seems our next stop is with the officer. Let's go ahead and do that. Mr. Fred Wallace. Just skirting on the radio.
To Mexico. Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog next to a pile of dog shit.
What's his motive?
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus two dames always equals problems.
Suppose so. I feel like the morphine might have a part to play, though. Seems a little bit too simple. You ask me. Something fishy is going on. I do like the very small nature of Hollywood. It means that all these cases, you never have to travel too far between all the locations. That's just laziness, isn't it? Uh-oh.
Come on, let's give him a hand. Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Okay.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Oh, my leg.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them.
They're all yours now. We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. They nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years. I miss his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was
Willie.
a acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
You haven't done
Interesting.
so badly yourself.
Interesting. Willie. Where's Willie? Give me Willie.
You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
Well, was.
A strong man held down Randall while someone administered the morphine. Someone with muscle opened up LeBlanc's skull. Could be.
Alright, let's see what our homeboys want us for. Alrighty. Hollywood Police Station, 6:32 PM. What have you got for me, Rusty and Stefan?
He's giving us the dope on LeBlanc. He worked burglaries with a big guy, goes by the name of Willie. He might be our killer. Can you work boxing gyms, the Y, promoters, that kind of stuff?
Since when have you started giving orders, Phelps? And where's the burglary angle? There was no sign of a...
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
The guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of him.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
You could be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan?
Finbar?
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
A cigarette case on there?
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud. Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
Bell ring.
Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
Anything else? Silver pillbox.
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
Okay, that's it. Everstrom residence. Well, complaints about last case seeming very short. This one's going out of its way to fix that. Pretty long one.
So you and Rusty have been having discussions. Anything you would like to tell me, partner?
Phelps, don't be so touchy. Rusty had his best ever clearance rate working with you. Even if the cases he worked on can't be discussed. We were just comparing notes. You're a Booneroo case man, Phelps. One of the best I've ever seen.
Thanks.
You gotta learn to take a compliment, Phelps.
A hopped-up model, a cad, and a circus freak. Only in L.A.
Fairy tales of the rich and famous.
More like pathetic tales of the desperate to be rich and famous. Junkie Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Arnett, LeBlanc, and Willie.
Don't you go putting the pieces together again before they fit, Phelps. Listen to your old pal Rusty. Or should I say Finbar.
I wouldn't call him that if I were you.
What do you care? It doesn't sound like you're the top of his Christmas card list.
He gives everyone a hard time. That's just how he is.
Whatever gets you through the day, Cole.
Stop spreading shit.
I don't hear a siren, Phelps.
Because I don't want to disturb my lovely viewers. Everstrom residence, 6:54 p.m.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eavestrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Okay.
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, Detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
I don't know. It's a lie, apparently.
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eavestrom?
Who do you think you are? Making heinous accusations in my own home.
Heinous accusations. Oh, how bloody dare you.
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. There. Are you satisfied? My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
What can you tell us about the burglary?
A terrible night. At least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
Bad cop? No, that was good cop apparently.
Were you in the house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no. I was at a social function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman and his lovely wife. I returned home and all of my things were missing.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eastrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You have only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother.
Oh, hello, Heather.
Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, Mother and Father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
Okay, now we actually have a trophy to get there without damaging the car, so we're gonna have to be on our best driving. How far do we have to go? Oh Jesus Christ! That's a God, evil game.
We're missing something here. Arnett is obviously arranging the burglaries.
That's my fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
What is sogging it, sister? You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about the robberies. Oh. So was he tying up loose ends or something? I don't know. Because you found out about the ring, possibly? I have no idea. Quite excited to see how this all turns out. Also paranoid about these people. Could use the siren, I suppose, but I don't know how far are we. Still quite a ways. Supposed to go to the end of the road and turn up. Drop your briefcase in the middle of the road, why not? Nope, nope, nope. Watch it. So they'd usually cut out all this this journey, but considering there's a trophy on the line, I feel like I should probably keep it in. Blimey, yeah, this is a tough case for getting all the trophies on it. But we should be okay. At least we don't have to replay it like we did with Reefer Madness. Oh, bloody hell! Thought I was going to swing into my lane then. That'd just be cruel. Oh. Watch yourself. Seems we're nearly there. Should be this tense just not getting into a traffic accident. I feel like it should be a relatively simple thing to achieve, but oh! Me and my big mouth. Jesus. Right. Chauffeur service.
Come on, sister. Let's find out who your fiance really is.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
LAPD detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
Come on, everyone.
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
Oh.
Stop!
Don't kill
LAPD!
him, Cole. This guy's our case.
Go on,
Put your hands in the air!
Uh-oh. This Willie? Oh, shit. Henry!
Give it up! LAPD!
Oh, why would you do that? I don't get it. Why are you not balancing? I don't understand. Oh. Wait, what happened?
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How did I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. You came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming around, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry? You told Heather you're honeymooning without her? Vacheron Constantine. That's an extremely expensive watch, Henry.
A graduation present from my parents.
You sure about that? Okay, professional burglary ring.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, detective?
So he's like, shit, he knows. How about the case that you handed in to the pawnbrokers?
Because you pawned a Fabergé cigarette case today for $600. A case that is on a list of stolen items.
It was Julia's idea. Get a list of society parties and find out where and when and then have the guests burgled. Julia was desperate for money. No matter how much we made, she always wanted more.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
You're lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
Well, then why are you running away?
Have you told Miss Swanson that you're leaving for Mexico City tomorrow night? That it's a one-way ticket?
Henry? Tell me it isn't true.
I had no choice. I wanted to marry Heather. I told Julia I wanted out, and she laughed in my face. I had to pay Willie and Jimmy a fortune to do her, and now I'm completely broke.
What you are, Buster, is under arrest.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about your first burglary, and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
Well, well, well.
Your first burglary was a Dr. Harold Stoneman. You want to explain how he is involved, or shall I?
Henderson is Stoneman. He was crazy about Julia. She could get him to do whatever she wished. He threw the parties, and we arranged the burglaries. Julia never let him touch her. She just kept him hanging on the promise. Drove the good doctor almost insane.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
Oh no. Well, I knew he was at least aware of it. Even if he didn't do the dirty deed himself. He set it up. Right then. Let us see the good doctor.
During hot summer days, it's the welcome relief you deserve. Its high-quality taste quenches your thirst, and you can get that cool breeze all over the world.
The siren, Cole, use it.
I guess the wedding's off. He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack. So how does the doctor fit in? That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting. I've had worse. You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor. Next time you can take the runner, Roy. I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I? I should have never told you that.
I'd have quite liked to have seen that. Just to wondering like, why are you not doing the... Okay. I was expecting to do like a little cutscene thing, but fine. Right, let's see if I can book. You can book me in for an after-hours appointment. Blimey, this is getting to be a long case.
Doctor to give us something to make this all better.
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. Do you know that I loved her? I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
Oh, the practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key.
Blimey. Oh!
Didn't see that coming.
Neither did I. Fucking hell. Ooh.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Shitty hell.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address
Willie.
is the apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way.
Alright, we got Willie.
We have an address for the runner.
Let's try and wrap this up then.
Yes, it looks like it is wrapping it up, finally. This has got to be amongst at least, like I said, amongst the longest cases in the game.
That old boy really fell for that broad.
It might just be because I had to replay a section. It makes me feel...
Would you throw it all away for a woman?
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
Tell me about it.
Talking from experience.
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy. As long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
Well-known radio singers at
Alright. And how far away are we going? Oh, literally right around the corner. I mean, quicker to walk. Watch it. Morons. Okay, Willie's apartments, 1 AM. So apparently there is a trophy for...
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he
Coming
always
up
wears
soon.
basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find a game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this side of the street.
Okay.
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. You think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
Oh, I can hear. There he is.
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
Uh-oh. Okay. So apparently there's like a sign on the roof or something with letters that we can shoot off. And doing so will get us a trophy. So we need to make sure we do that. I think that's the last one aside from actually completing the case. It's now getting really exciting. Come on, let's get this son of a bitch.
Hold it. He's got
gotta be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings. There he is! Waste the son of a bitch!
There you go. Give my regards. Oof. Got him.
Son of a bitch really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Julia had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
8 million stories. So that should be all the trophies. Yep, got them all. Lovely. And we got 5 stars, which is the most important part. Julia Randall lived fast and died young, sending 1 man to jail and 3 to the morgue. That's quite impressive, isn't it? Excellent. We done did it. Jesus.
We're being overrun. We have to get off of this hill. That's one of our 50 cows still firing, Cole. The 22nd are still fighting.
It's over, Cole. Looks like you're one of the lucky ones.
Say goodbye to your friend Hank, Jack.
He was your friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Not a scratch, Kelso.
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole! Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Who's the senior officer here?
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command?
Gone, sir.
Sorry to hear that, son. But God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end, and it was one here. You're a goddamn hero, son. What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star, and promoting you to First Lieutenant.
Kelso's just in disbelief. Jesus. Alright, Manifest Destiny. Last case on Vice. Blimey.
Earl Phelps. A shooting at the 111 Club. 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
2 of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
Alright, that was going to end it for today. So, yeah, a very long but very interesting case. Again, though, well, obviously she got dosed up on morphine, but a lot of the cases, like I was expecting a lot of the Vice deaths to be like drug rings and stuff like that, and yeah, you had that in the first 2 cases, but the 3rd and the 4th haven't really. Like, 3rd one didn't have any sort of relation to drugs at all, but this one obviously she was killed with morphine. But other than that, it was more a burglary kind of thing, which is a bit odd. I know there was supposed to be a burglary desk between, I think, traffic and homicide, which is why it says at the end you've been promoted to burglary and then you go in and it starts as homicide, so I wondered if maybe they're merging two together. I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, another DLC case done and out the way. There is one more DLC case in the arson desk. But yeah, got all the achievements. One guy in jail, 3 in the morgue, as it said at the end. Yeah, really interesting. I'm really interested to see how this last case in Vice is going to go. Yeah, seeing as it's sort of like the top band, I think they're trying to establish within the LAPD. I wonder what happens to get him into arson, which you wouldn't think is as prestigious. I don't know. I don't know enough about police work to know that for sure, but next time we'll find out. Before I put them in text, I'd like to thank my amazing patrons. My £5 patron is Ron Highway. Find links to his channel as well as my other £3 patrons in the description down below. And also no secret to my £1 patrons. Thank you so much, everyone. It is truly appreciated, and it goes a long way to help with the channel, so I do thank you a lot for that. And if you should become a patron, you can follow the link in the description down below. You don't have to do that because at the end of the day, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.